This is how I spend my days. What up? Let's go. Let's share it out. What's up? Let's go. Let's share it out. What's up? Let's go. Let's share it. So I'm going to run through this real fast, y'all. My link is up there if you want to jump on. Um, hope everybody's good. It's 6:17 right now, where I'm located at, and I'm in the law library right now, Cal State Long Beach. So, I got to set my Instagram up. This is the one shot deal, people. Come on, let's share it out. All right. So listen, hit that link, hit that share button, y'all. Right now, if you have X, please share this out on X. I would just this is how I spend my days. When I come to law libraries or libraries, period. So this is basically I'm gonna share with y'all how I truly get down. You ready? I'm gonna show you how I get down. Y'all saw all of this, but now this is live. This is live. So um it's the 10th of January 2024. Now, my brother Dre said we was talking about how I could charge y'all, but no, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna show y'all how I get down with research. Y'all ready? Come on, let's share this out, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. No, the haters gonna hate. Just let them hate. So there is not a topic that I cannot touch on. So Come on and join the feed, y'all. Hit that link and let's go. Let's share it out. So if you want to talk about treaties, we can have that dialogue on treaties. If y'all want to talk about treaties. So I know these law libraries like the back of my hand, or law, period. Y'all better come on and get on the feed while you can. So when people say stuff is pseudo, is fake, is phony, no, it's not fake and phony, nor is it pseudo. If it's pseudo, why would it be in here? If it's fake and pseudo and phony, right? Bear with me. Why would this be fake, phony, and pseudo? See, the jealousy and the envy would kill you. It would never kill Severe Bay because that would never stop. This whole law library, I know like the back of my hands. So when I tell y'all I know what I'm talking about, I know what I'm talking about. How the hell I just know how to pick these books up? How do I know what books to pick? Think about it for a minute. Are y'all sharing this out on X? Hurry up. Retweet it out. Just think about it. So, for all my people, or the foundational Black American people, human rights does not apply to Black people. I can go grab some books on that too. I can go grab some books on reparations also. No doubt. I could put out a whole collection of books on reparation. Reparations does not come from or to property. That's just the reality. They're not or don't have human rights. I'm speaking this way, y'all, because I'm in the law library. So bear with me, okay? So if y'all want to jump on the feed, but please share this out. If y'all have X, hurry up. So this goes in any state, no matter what state in the United States or any other country. I can have a class in there and tell you to pick up what issues you have. For mortgages, make sure y'all can hear me. Are we good? Are we good? Can y'all hear me on YouTube? Make sure y'all can hear me because I don't know what's going on with the connection. Okay, so share this out on X too. If you want to talk about human rights, I got it for you. Blacks don't have human rights, big. I'm sorry to bust your bubbles with this. They don't. We can go all the way down the line, and no foundational Black American is talking about human rights. Why? Because you have to have a nationality. You truly have to have a nationality, and Black is not one. Black is not a nationality. How many times are we going to get beat upside our heads? When somebody like me can walk directly into any law library and pull out this information, it has to be already in you. How many books are there? There's many, many more. But the crazy part about conscious Black people, they'll say, well, that has nothing to do with us. Then reparations don't either. Reparations don't. And this is the cop out, so they won't have this conversation. Now, y'all remember I showed you this book before. See, when you don't have time for other crazy stuff, you know, You can be here doing this with me. You can literally be in a law library with me doing this. So bear with me. Is everybody all right? So come on, any questions? Come on, y'all, because this is not going to be long. Okay, because I have to take pictures and snap, 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 snap. So if you want to talk about me going to law school, that's all I got to do is read through it and I understand everything that's going on. You think I have to go to law school like that? Did y'all know it was a book like this? Oh, you didn't know it was a book like this, did you? Hold on. Hmm. Somebody got it highlighted. The object of the political school system. God, ain't that some? Shut your mouth. Damn. Oh, I forgot. Y'all don't want this type of conversation. Y'all want somebody yelling and screaming at you. It's white supremacy. So this is, once again, take your time. You can get it. Believe me, or y'all can pay me. We don't need to pay you, Sabir. It's pseudo. Right. So let me put my link is up here, y'all. Hurry up, jump on this feed because it's not going to be that much longer. But I do want to go around the, in here. If you in Long Beach, come on down and pull up a chair. I'm in Cal State. Okay. Come on. Remember I pulled this up before? United States Code, Title 18. Remember when I pulled up the United States Code? If y'all go back and watch the movie Law Abiding Citizen, there's a scene in the movie in Law Abiding Citizen, right? I know y'all see this online, but there's a scene in Law Abiding Citizen that he went to the dude's house, right? He went to the dude's house, right? And peace. He went to the dude's house in Law Abiding Citizen, right? There's a scene in the movie. And when he was in there, Jamie Foxx, the dude asked him, was he a lawyer? He said, no. That's what he said. He said carpenter or something like that. But this is the books that they had. If you go back and watch Jamie Foxx 10, this is the United States Code. This is not me going online and pulling this up. I told you I got a host of books up here. Y'all have no idea. So I got to be very quiet because it is people that's inside here. I'm just want y'all to know where I'm at. In the law library in Cal State, Long Beach. This is another one. Damn, they got a lot of. I know this is too much. This is too much reading, boy. Good God Almighty, it's too much goddamn reading. I don't. What I open it up for you, bro. Make it no better for you.
United States Code, congressional and administrative news. Okay, that's yeah. I know what that is.
Shh, brother, you're doing too much talking. It's very loud.
Okay, sorry. So,
this is the thing. Let me make this clear for y'all. If I could grab, and it's not one book, there's volumes of those books. And if I take you literally down there, literally when I tell you it's at least 50 or 55, it's not one book. And this is the thing that the mistake that people make as if it's one book. It's not one book. There are volumes of these books. And you have to know each and every last one of them and what they are in, what's in it, what it's about, how it applies to you. So I'm going to give you a little bit more. These are just two of the corpus juris secundum, which is the body of law. This is the most. This is not me going online. I'm trying to show y'all. And if I use my phone, I can actually walk you through and show you every volume from let's say addresses, the definition of an address, the breakdown of an address, and this is what attorneys do, and they get paid a lot of money for this. You can't use anything online, people. I'm being real with you. So I understand now why they get paid so much, but it's not necessarily the attorneys. It's the paralegals who actually do it, to tell you the truth. It's the paralegals. So there's another one. Oh, brother, these books is crazy, bro. They old as dirt, some of them. Defending white collar crimes. This is go back to the RICO law. This is crazy. I did a video on this. Told you, but if the right person like literally sat down and interviewed me, it'd be crazy as hell.
You and I would have lengthy conversations because I know pretty much all you're showing is common law, but my expertise is Greco-Roman principles that are more established on the normative aspect. There's a big difference between common law and the Greco-Roman application of law. There's two different worlds in how you apply it and how you analyze it. I did study later on after I finished my dissertation with the laws that are applicable in Latin America. I did then study common law. And what brought me in here was sovereignty and human rights conversation because that's one of my areas of expertise.
Let me let me explain this to people so y'all that don't understand, right? But y'all that don't understand this, I've studied the whole for over 25 years, the common law, commercial law, criminal law, whatever law it is. So I'm gonna share something with y'all. And I told y'all should really get that understanding of the language of law. I did in 2001. So if you want to talk about Greek stuff, so this is not me pulling anything up online. Nothing's being pulled up online. So you have to literally go into these books to find out what happened, what was going on. So how did I know how to go directly and pull this off the shelf to show you in this big behind library? So when you really start talking about these things, it's like, what is in this motherfucking book? It's a lot in here. So there's no need for me to say, look, here it is. If you know what it is, y'all should already have and do classes on it. Think about it for a minute. Just think about it. Don't wait for Sabir to come on here and then say, okay, X, Y, and Z. But bear with me. This is Corpus Juris Secundum also, which is Corpus Juris Secundum is the body of law. And when I say this is about wills, how you put a will together and what is a will? Not a will on your car, a will. Wills. So when you really start digging into this, right? And damn, my table got so many books on, I don't even know what to do now. Damn. But when you really start digging into this information, and I could have went to law school for what? I choose not to go to law school. I just choose not to go. It's like, what? Just give me the test. I can go over there and pull out the LSAT test right about now. Literally walk you over there and pull out the LSAT test and take it. I'm straight up, and I'll take it on live right now in Cal State Long Beach Law Library. Straight up. Believe me, you think I don't know. Okay? You think I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't do YouTubies. This is where I'm at. This is how I spend my time. So, while y'all web surf, I book surf and back up everything. So what happens, you can't, and they always take it. You know what's crazy with me? I be on these feeds, man, and I don't mean to let y'all get in my business. You know how you have stuff automatically come out your account? My brother Dre told me I should have charged all y'all. I be having money come out of my account. Can I get somebody to donate to me real quick? Let me put my information up here because damn, they be like, I supposed to be doing this. This is for me. So let's support me. Buy me dinner or something. I'll be looking at my stuff. Every time I'm turning around, they taking money out of my account. I forgot I got Zoom. I got all these things I got to pay for now. God damn. Sheesh. But that was a sidebar, y'all. I'm just getting pissed every time I turn around. I'm getting money taken out of my account. And I don't get no money off of this. That's why my brother told me I should just do the Zoom class. But this particular place is where I was going to I'm still going to do my classes here. I'm still going to do classes here in Long Beach, but they will not be on YouTube at all. Not at all. So what are we going to be doing is recording a lot of the classes and putting them out for sale. Like I told people, if y'all want this one, y'all can get this. I did this in 2001. Let me put this up here for you.
Xavier, are you familiar with the cases on the Inter-American Court of Human Rights?
Brother, listen, you just got on my feed kind of late, bro. Let me explain this to you. No disrespect.
I just wanted to ask.
I've been studying human rights, brother, for over 25 years. I just literally just said, literally just put out every book. I've been talking about human rights since I've been on radio. Every book, just bear with me. Every book. Okay? Every book on human rights.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing this, and I can pull out more. These books is in my head. It's embedded in my head. So when I was speaking, even at
that second one caught my attention. I never seen that one. Human rights, and the UN, a great adventure.
I can go pull out more.
I know you can. I know you can.
More of those books.
That one
show you, but the kids, that's not about show. It's like when I'm here, that's why I'm going to get off so I can take the pictures because, it's better for me because I'll sit back at 3:00 in the morning and because I can't use the internet, man. I gotta have books in my hands, man. I can't.
There's a case I don't know if you've read it. It's the Artavia and others versus Costa Rica case back 10 years ago. It's in regards of what happened with the Costa Rica had made illegal the access to in vitro fecundation. This was a very recent case in the last 10 years, so I don't know if it's going to be on those books.
Oh, it's in there. Oh, I can. These are just old ones. I can go over there right now and pull it out.
If you can pull it out, read it.
I'm not going to pull it out right now.
No, of course. But when you have the availability, that Ruben and Spiro.
Think I don't know about this human rights stuff, dude?
No, I know that you know. That's what I was asking if you're familiar, etc. I know my human rights, and I can cite the whole thing, human rights.
But see, this is the thing, and it's not. Let me explain this to people. When people say these things, it's not one thing, people. If you really understood the terminologies, how they did it, how they flipped it, who it applies to, and this is what I really want to get into on my Zoom classes, like so you can understand. It's not this one-shot deal. No, there's many things in many ways. My English professor started watching your past videos and sent them to the Department of Chair. Wow, that's kind of crazy. They can send this one too. That's kind of crazy. So the weird part is when you like I don't know if you saw me when I was doing this, brother, but be with me. This is one part. So this is me when I come into a library, right? Law library.
You're worse than me. I've never thought I would see another human being as bad as me when I go into a library and pick up.
I've been doing this for over 25 years.
Me too, man.
And what I did, I took it from radio when I used to go into law libraries. I done been in Jenkins law libraries many times, did videos. I done been in Thurgood Marshall Law Library in Texas. I went to a law library in Canada, Toronto, Canada. I've been in Harrison Law Library in Houston, Texas. I can name many law libraries I've been in. You may have heard someone say that, but how many people literally was in there actually doing a live video inside here and knowing their way around every law library where they're at. You know the crazy part in here? They even have Averroes in here. I said, damn, they got books on Averroes. So if y'all benefit from me being live, people, please support it. For real, for real. Because it's very nice outside and I could be walking around in the nice sun in sunny California. So I don't know what my brother Dre at, but let me share this with y'all. Give you 1 second. And again, a lot of books I do buy, but let me share something with y'all. Let me ask you a question before I even show this. Because you know when I show it, people want to say, yeah, they know about this. Tell me what your social security number is about. Somebody.
In the United States? I mean, I'm from Costa Rica, so
we're not playing it. I don't know where you at, but I said the United States period. I just said social security number. If you're not
I'm the Latin American. I'm the Latin American, so
okay, so social security.
In our case, we don't have a social security. What we have is an ID number, and that ID number is the basic identificator since you're the moment you're born, regardless of your identity. So
human rights and public order is 150. God damn, what the hell? Which one was that? Damn, that joint is 150. That's how much I charge for my class. Y'all can purchase my class for 150. Damn, joint is 150. Get the overstanding the language of law. So let me make this very simple for y'all. There's a video I sent out on Instagram. And in this Instagram video, it was talking about social security numbers and what they were for. I'll probably show it later on. But I'm gonna ask y'all this question one more time because I know how people are. As soon as I say it, they're gonna say yeah, but I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity to tell me what is your social security numbers for.
Can I give a simple answer on my perspective?
No, not your perspective. What it is, brother. It's not
what it is. Okay, so the social security number is a clear identificator utilized to acknowledge or identify citizens who are born within a particular nation.
Nothing to do with that. Let me explain this to y'all. Very simple. When you look at, and I'm going to explain this to you, it's a reason why there's 9 numbers there. There's a reason why it's 9 numbers. Ty, what's up, bro?
All right.
It's a reason why it's 9 numbers. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Did I send it to myself? It was talking about the breakdown of a social security number, right? It was for employees in 1930s, I believe. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna help y'all out and I'm gonna explain this to you. Give me 1 minute. It's simple. 1 second. And none of this, people be trying to go online and trying to find out what I'm telling them, but it's kind of hard, people. But bear with me. Let me see if I can find it for you. I don't think I sent. 1 second. Did I send it to my brother Marcus? Give me 1 second.
1936, the Social Security Board faced.
Okay. So give me 1 second. I'm going to post it up so you can see, and I'm going to explain this to y'all in 1 second, okay? Give me 1 second. Shoot. 1 minute. Oh, okay. Here you go. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to post it up here so you can see, and then I'm going to explain this to y'all. Okay? Brother, you ain't in the States. That ain't us, bro. You ain't in the States. I got that part. Ours don't even look nothing like that. And I'm going to explain this to you. Bear with me. Okay, so let me let you see this real fast. Okay, let me cue it up. And remember, I told you I paid $100 for this book years ago at University of Penn. $100 years ago. So listen up.
Faced the colossal task of giving unique 9-digit numbers to 26 million American workers. They called it a huge job. And on December 1st, the first Social Security number was given to John David Sweeney Jr., a young man who didn't think much about retirement at the time. These numbers came about during the Great Depression and President Roosevelt's New Deal plans. But what's important is that these numbers, known as Social Security numbers, SSNs, became a big part of American life. They were used for many things like banking, taxes, and identifying students. By the 1970s, they held a lot of private info in computer databases, leading to new laws protecting privacy. Today, SSNs are linked to risks like identity theft and data leaks, something people back in the 1930s couldn't have imagined. So from helping in hard times to posing new challenges, these 9-digit numbers have had a lasting impact. In 1936, the Social Security Board faced the colossal task of giving unique 9-digit numbers to 26 million American workers. They called it a huge job. And on December 1st, the first Social Security number was given to John David Sweeney Jr., a young man who didn't think much about retirement at the time.
So let me explain this to y'all. Y'all still don't get it? You don't get it yet? You get it yet, Ty? Ty, did you get it yet?
Yeah, I'm trying to sometimes you go in and out. I can't really hear what's going on. I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay, so that video I just played, right? It was talking about employers, people who work for workers, right? That's what it said. So bear with me 1 second. I'm going to make it very simple for y'all, all right? 1 second. Have anybody figured out what the numbers are yet? Okay, so let me show y'all. So remember I told you, always do a timestamp in his videos because somebody's going to say, well, here it is, but you have to have the book. So I bought this book some time ago. It's called The Credit and Collection Law. So the first 3 numbers is like what state you were born in. The other 2 numbers in the middle is like what year or something like that. The last 4 numbers of a Social Security number is basically alternatives. Did you know that? So I'm gonna prove this in 1 second, okay? So you don't suppose to never give a Social Security number. Never. I never had a Social Security number. You know what I used to use? I went down and got an EIN number, which is an employee identification number. So when people get Social Security cards, right, it will tell you on the Social Security card, do not show this to nobody because it's your private. But the crazy part is they get you to consent to the madness. I know y'all confused, but I'm gonna show you in a minute, okay, how this works. Now remember, this is not the internet that I'll be actually trying to pull the stuff up on. I did this back in Philadelphia. So let me see what it is, okay? Can't make this up, Brother Ty. Can you see this on here, Ty?
Yeah.
Okay, so it says the location of where the debtor obtains the Social Security number, usually before the first job. So everything has a meaning behind it. There it is. This is the numbers of how they placed, how they set up. So we so smart that we crazy than a motherfucker, bro. So we set up for people to work, right? So I remember they told me I couldn't work in the U.S. one time, brother, because I told them I wasn't a U.S. citizen. I swear to God, Ty. They told me I filled out the form. They asked me, are you a citizen? I said no. And this is, I'm gonna show you the book this is. This was in chapter 16, right? And I told a couple people to get this book, and I told people in my class to get this book. In the class, to get the book, right? But bear with me. Let me show you the book that my brother Johanna and I went half to get this particular book before. So the book was still $91, but it's called The Credit and Collection Law. That was around the time that we bought it. Brand new from the University of Pennsylvania. University of Penn. In Philadelphia, that is. So if we want to get out of what we in, just study the laws. Told you I could take y'all to every law library in the state or in any other country. and show you the game. I can go right now, Ty, and pull up something on contracts, and it will blow your freaking mind, bro. Blow your mind. So bear with me. I'm gonna show you the layout, the outline of my class, and I told everybody to get it. Here's the outline of my class. This is from 2001, bro. 2001. That video, Overstanding the Language of Law. Look what it says. The branches of government, municipal. I pull this out right now. I could put all these law dictionaries in here. You see Title 42, local government officials, persons can be sued. However, attorneys at law. This is all in my class if y'all want to get it. Home rule charters. You see this? Criminal law, civil law, corpus juris, right? Corpus delicti, which is the body of the crime. Okay? So all of this is taken. This is just an hour of my Overstanding the Language of Law class. And anybody purchase it right now by hitting me up right now, SabirBayRadio@gmail.com, and you can get it. You can get it. I'll take you back to 2001 with this. 2001. So,
Sorry,
the crazy
can I ask you something real quickly?
Sure. This ain't a million questions to ask Sabir Bay. Y'all can.
Yeah, no, but it's something for the future. Would you be willing to have a conversation regarding use naturalism versus use positivism?
Would I mind having it? It has to be beneficial for me, brother. Honestly, I'm getting to a point in my life that I don't even, if it's not beneficial, and I should have been did this a long time ago. I did enough, brother. You know, if it come across my table and it's beneficial, then I'll do it. I would love to have a conversation with attorneys or professors in any law library of their choice. Bro, I got too many. It's too much. I don't like people my business, but I got too much responsibilities right now, brother.
I get you. It's the same
children.
with me, man.
Ain't nobody dealing with my children like that for me to come here every day.
I'm working down here. Yeah, I know. I get you completely. So listen, I keep on watching your videos. You and I conversing. It's two people who have had the exact same time frame, studying law, etc. Of course. My position.
Let me say this to you, brother. I don't know about your platform, but I don't think you want to hear much as I am giving this to people for free. I doubt that very seriously. I've been on this feed. And anybody see me with my daughter, or if I'm with my son, you always see them there with me. So we can't even compare that to what I do. You see what I'm saying? I have no one saying, yo, you need it. You cool? This thing is I'm looking at something right now, bro. That's kind of crazy. It is so much. This is into this.
I admire you on the work you're doing on the online. Me personally, don't take it the wrong way, but as an individual who's working on the field with Congresses, changing laws, pushing for things, I don't have a time to sit down and do what you do. I admire you. I applaud you in many ways.
So I need to do what you're doing then. I applaud you because this is the thing, brother. I'm more so now like, yo, let's make it happen. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, let's make it happen. Like, I get so many people, brother, that says, yo, Sabir, they promise you things, or we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And honestly, brother, I sit back and I listen to people. And I see.
Can I give you an example?
Sure.
14 years ago in Costa Rica, I stood up and said, we have to make. I stood up and said, we have to make weed legal 14 years ago. The first march we had, anti-riot cops came. They tried to arrest us. They arrested 8 of people who were there. They tried to arrest me. And from that point on, I infiltrated slowly and securely the Congress to establish a project of law to legalize cannabis, at least in the medicinal way. Everybody told me, you're wasting your time. It's never going to happen, blah, blah, blah. 3 years ago, we got legal cannabis here in Costa Rica.
Can I ask you a question? Why are you trying to legalize cannabis or weed?
It's the first. It's the first base of a whole series of project. My work is to expose the failure of the last 60 years of drug war that initiated in the United States, that then infiltrated through the United Nations, the three international accords that have been ratified through 189 countries so far, in matters of that policy of fighting the drugs and how it
You
has
can't you
become.
can't fight drugs, bro. Let me explain something to you. This is why I tell it's crazy to me. I don't do drugs, not even eat drugs. Bear with me. I don't eat drugs, don't do drugs. White sugar is a drug. Food can be a drug. So my thing is like, why am I fighting to legalize something that they got? Listen, this is how they operate. Remember, I told you before, there's always something else behind this once you don't understand it. So here in the States, in California, anybody from California knows exactly what I'm going to say. In California, if you get caught under any kind of controlled substance, right? Any kind, anybody from California knows what I'm talking about. Any kind of controlled substance, right? That's marijuana, weed, alcohol, whatever. It's a $10,000 fine. $10,000 fine. So I just want you to understand the trap. In Philadelphia, I said this the other day, today or yesterday. My boy is a police officer in Philly, and he told me that the police department is exempt for marijuana license. You know why? He said because they're going through a psychological thing. See, you need a medical marijuana license if you're going through something, trauma or something, or you've been through trauma. Then they get you. That's a person that has a mental illness. That's like giving a loaded gun to an individual, right? So I would never fight for legalizing it. You follow me? I'd rather fight for us to understand these laws, understand due process, understand the property being taken from you. That's what I would have. I would fight for educating the masses on people,
Um,
not for marijuana.
um,
Unfortunately, Severe, due to the conditions that were happening in Latin America, we're putting the dead because your country wants to continue stopping drugs, and it has been
What?
happening for the last 60
Hold up,
years.
hold up. Say that again. You said this country want to do what?
Because okay, let me rephrase
You
this
just
in,
said
in a real strict way.
they want to stop drugs here.
Okay, let me explain it real simple. Latin America is suffering the consequences of that war, of the drug on wars for the past 60 years.
It's
Look at
been going on for
Mexico.
a long
Look
time.
at Central America. My people are dying because United States established that one policy fits all, and aggravated the conditions of our countries, incremented the violence, etc. So I wish I could spend more time educating people, but we have to have change, and that change is urgent in order to affect the impacts of migration, displacement of our people. Not only that, but also start reducing the homicide rates directly caused by the conflict of the war on drugs in our territories. So yeah, I get where you're coming from, but on my side of things, it's urgent to change things. And if we don't change things, we are gonna devolve into lawless nations controlled by corruption.
Well,
May
this
I
is,
add,
let me.
but
something
this
to
is
what
the
you
thing. This is the thing with me, and I need y'all to hear me. Like, you know, I see so much other things that is going on. They used to have a war on obesity, war on a lot of things. So if you don't understand the history here in the United States, I what I just tell you, hold up, did I just pull that book out? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. It's called,
Um,
hold up. Go
oh,
ahead,
just
Dre.
got.
Hold up, here, go right here, bro. Give me 1 second. Remember, I told you, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna pull it out.
may I just back up what he was saying, because I'm from Haiti, and the United States has utilized us in the Caribbean and South America and Latin America on their quote unquote, like you said, drug war, when they're actually, we're the victims, and they're the ones who were the traffickers, and they were just using us as patsies, and that's why Latin America is changing its policy. And I understand what you're saying, but this commercialization of marijuana is kind of crazy, like you said, in California,
It's a
because
setup.
everybody can go buy weed, but you go buy weed, smoke weed, and have a baby in one of these hospitals, your baby will be taken away from you.
That's it.
If
See, and
you don't stay
this
at
is why
Men's Hospital, private
that's what I
hospital,
tell people. Is that this is why I tell people. You know what's funny? You know, in California they have checkpoints. This is where I'm at with this. Bear with me 1 second. In California they have checkpoints. They used to do it in New York too. Instead of talking about that, let's talk about the. And I'm explaining why I'm saying this about the checkpoints. They have checkpoints set up, right? And you wouldn't even know. I came to a couple of checkpoints. It was crazy as hell, random. So imagine they made weed legal, right? Can you drive drunk?
Weed is
drive
legal.
drunk?
That you
No.
cannot.
Listen to me. Alcohol
Mendocino.
is legal. Listen, alcohol is legal. I asked y'all a question. Can
No,
you
you can't.
drive drunk?
No,
Okay.
sir.
So listen to me one more time. If you have the motor vehicle law book, I told y'all everybody should have every state's. California's, if you get caught, listen again, under any kind of controlled substance, drugs or alcohol, it's in the book. So imagine you driving and you get pulled over. They got a checkpoint and they smell weed. What comes next after this? They say you have the warrants. What comes next after that? You follow me? You're setting yourself up. This is why setups is there.
So
So
And
the
let me
key
say,
is
brothers, the checkpoints guys are at. You cannot leave Calexico and go to San Diego, or Calexico and go somewhere. You cannot leave Calexico without passing one of these borders, even though there's
I ain't even
dispensaries
talking
all
about
over.
them. We're not talking about that. I live in LA. Listen to me. If I take you down, it used to be
Away.
on.
That's 2
I'm
hours
trying
away
to.
from you.
Okay, that's what I'm only telling you where I'm at, and I'm telling you from New York. And this is the thing: they used to have it right in Harlem, right at one time. And matter of fact, if you go online and you look up Talib Kweli, it's called Checkpoint. Listen to that song, Checkpoint, Checkpoint. Everywhere I go, it's a checkpoint, checkpoint. If you don't understand what a checkpoint is, it's they're checking you. But those checkpoints are illegal. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So go look up checkpoints and listen to Talib's song in New York, in Harlem, right around the corner from 125th. They had checkpoints, random. When I'm in LA, I'm trying to remember where it was that Sokovia, or something like that. I'm
Well,
literally not talking about. We're not talking about going across the border. We're talking about right in the cities, right? So the checkpoints are there. So now I did it actually when I was coming through, trying to think of where I was at. Damn,
Calexico's in
Torrance.
California, bro. Calexico's in
Listen,
California. That's crazy.
I understand that you're not hearing what I'm saying. Just chill 1 second, okay? I'm sharing with you about the checkpoints. My point is, in Torrance, random, not every day, random, right? They would do the checkpoints. What am I saying to you? Everybody keep trying to find a damn microwave way out of this. I'm trying to tell you what they're doing. So my thing to me, don't do it. Do it in your house if that's what you want to do. I don't smoke weed nor drink. It's not that I just don't put stuff into my body. That's not how I am. So randomly they do this, right? So it's to set you up. It's the same thing with alcohol and prohibition. They said we can make money off of this now. So now we can make money, but they said another way we can make money is to create or make people pay. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
yeah, no, and we
The pay
agree.
to play system, the pay to play system.
That's
But
it.
I
Savir,
was
like
gonna,
you,
I was gonna put in. So what Sabir's telling you, you asked them for them to make it legal, but the trap is you could just decriminalize the marijuana, and then they can't set a checkpoint because it's not a scheduled drug. So
That's
you
it.
tell them to legalize it, but like you putting it in their jurisdiction, now it's in our books. You could have it, but if we catch you on our side with it, we could do this to you. But
it's
yeah, that's
just
what
so
Sabir's trying to say.
so I understand what Savir was saying, and like Savir said, I think I did not want to enter the full broad
Well, look
conversation
at
on
that. He
this.
said they've been doing it.
Respecting,
Listen, hold up, my brother. He said they've been doing this in Torrance since 80. I got caught in Torrance like that. I swear to God. Let me tell you what I did. Real rap. I didn't know, Jamal. I got stopped. I backed up. I swear to God. You go into checkpoint, you be like, nigga, randomly, I was driving. I pulled over into the bike lane and started backing up. Nigga, was a cop right behind me, flashing his lights. I swear to God. You know what they got me on? Talking I was in the bike lane backing up. Nigga, I swear to God. So my thing is think first. I got a clean slate with this. I'm cool. I'm not here for that. So I want you to understand that you're going to have to deal with the consequences, or you're going to have to be in these damn law libraries. If you're going to listen, they say if you're going to do the crime, do the time. I'm not saying it's a crime, but my point is that understand that if you're doing it, have the ammunition, right, to fight it. Because what you're going to do, regardless which way you flip it, you're going to pay $10,000.
So exactly on that line, and let me explain to you why we started with weed in Costa Rica, Panama, and other countries. First, the whole war on drugs is sustained by three international accords through the United Nations that were influenced by the Nixon administration. Your country utilized the power of the United Nations.
Hold on, let me stop saying my country, bro. But go ahead.
Well, okay, United States utilized the power. Okay, perfect. Sorry about it. United States utilized the power of the United Nations and globalism to establish a one rule fits all to fight against drugs. Those three international accords were the substance the substance classification of 69 and then on 72. Then you have the estupefacientes in that sense. We're talking international law. Corpus Juris Secundum is only the juris classification of the United States of 164.
Well, brother, listen, let me share this with you because you keep saying this, right? We're here in the United States. I'm not. Listen, I'm nowhere else. This is why when I went to Canada, I was in the law library in Canada. I can't speak about no other country, right? But
I can.
The people, that's you. This is not your show, though. This is what I'm talking about here. We're not traveling to there. You follow me? So I'm talking about the people that's here on this land, right here, is being charged for this. I can't speak about Costa Rica and all these other. I'm not there. So I'm speaking here. I know, listen, I used to hustle, brother, from the age of 15 years old. So I'm not going to get in my personal, but I did all of that to the age of 25 years old. So my point is that I understand the game. And I'm not talking, I'm from Philadelphia. I'm not from out here. So if you know anything about Philly, you understand the game. So that's neither here nor there. But my point is that I'm just sharing with you the games that they're setting people up with here and making people either you're going to sit on the side and do it. In Philadelphia, they don't do this. You can do what's that word, Jamal? Out here, sister, it's a word they use. If you don't pay the fine,
extortion.
No, it's
Okay.
Bond.
You pay off your You pay off
Bond?
your
Lean.
no.
Okay.
Y'all like when
Learn
they work
it.
on the side of, when you work on the side of the roads. It's a word.
Community service.
Thank you, brother. Community service. That's what they do, right? If you can't pay it off, right? Community service. So they don't do that in Philly. They don't. Not in New York, not in Philly, but in Cali. I said, damn, you mean to tell me I could do community service out this motherfucker? Do you know that there's a place in Bakersfield when I was out there and I spoke about it? What was that place I told you about? When you can't pay off your debt, there's a center for that. It was blowing my freaking mind, man. I said, you got a place that you can actually go ahead and say, I ain't got the money, but this is what I want people to understand. Study these things so you can be equipped. But the only time that we jump on something is when we get in trouble. Then everybody blows my phone up, but I'll be like, all right, whatever. I don't jump. Because I'm not a person that get in trouble and then want to get out of it overnight. It's not going to happen. I'm not. Exactly. There is no silver bullets. There's no sovereign paper. There's none of these things. You have to already be on it. I don't put myself in certain positions, right, that I have to worry about those things. In my brain, this is why you hear me say I'm always prepared. If you sit with an attorney tomorrow, I can sit with an attorney tomorrow. If you sit with the professor, I can sit with the professor and have a dialogue with him and explain these things and pull all this information out on him and tell him about his job. It's but not brother, that it's better. It's just that you have to be on it, and you cannot do that being high. I'm just being real with you because it's all traps. All these things are traps, contracts, traps. All these things are traps. All of it's traps, but you have to be mindful of it. And some people, and I'm again, you have to be responsible. You have to take responsibility. We want to blame people. Take responsibility. I don't even do it. I'm from Philly, and I tell you, certain people, even though I'm still around them, I'm around them. You follow me? I shouldn't be around certain people, but I'm from Philly. But when you around certain energies, right, that's what's going to happen. Put yourself around positive energies or positive people. It's not that you bigger, it's just that you have to. But me, I go home because the ones that is hurting is my brothers and my brothers on the corner. You see, I lost my son to this bullshit in 2020. He was shot,
I'm
killed.
sorry to hear that. I'm
So
very
my
sorry to
thing
hear
is
that.
like, and I
I
and
lost my cousin to it too.
and
I
this is the
lost my
crazy.
cousin. I lost my cousin and a nephew
Listen,
to the war on drugs,
brother, can I
18
share
and
something?
20.
I ain't saying war on drugs. Let me share this with you. And I'm not knocking and belittling anybody. I lost my mother, father. But the worst thing you can lose is a child that you brought into this world and then go have to see this. That's the most pain. Do you know that you can never get over that? Do you know that you can never ever get over that? Never. So you would think that I would have anger towards my people. When you could, when once you understand this spiritual thing, brother, and I watch Gilly the Kid, and I see the people that come at him, and I watch what people do. You have to be a strong individual to keep doing what you do, even though in the face of your own people killing your own people. You follow me? I saw a Muslim brother said his father was killed in front of him and his mother was killed in front of him. I've seen this Muslim brother, very famous brother. So imagine seeing your child being killed in front of you, and then you still have this demeanor of, yo, I want to help these people. People are sick, fam. They're sick. And I can't save the world if I cannot save myself. I can't save a soul if I can't save myself. But I'm seeing what is happening on social media right now. Everybody wants the microwave way out of it. Nobody wants to go through this, babe. This thing is so real. And I do this constantly. When my son got killed, brother, I was live. I was live. I got my phone was blowing up when I was live. My son left me 45 minutes. And I said he gave me a nod. And I get a phone call to come see my son. That was the craziest thing or worst thing, or it was like a nightmare. And it wasn't by white people. It was by my own people.
I am very sorry that you had to
You know
live.
this niggas hate you for no reason and don't even know why they hate you. I ask people, why do you don't like me? Why do you hate me? You make up stuff, then tell me why you don't know why you don't hate, why you don't like me. Because I'm not giving you what you want. That's not what my job is. If it's my job, I would get paid for it. I put out enough information for people, like Todd said earlier. He told you this. I put out enough information for people. So what else do you want from me? I'm
No,
inside
it's
of
okay.
I'm in the law library.
Can I tell you first? I am extremely sorry that you had to live through that. Another day, I'll tell you my story and the things I have to live and the people I have lost in the way. Like I said in the beginning of the conversation before we did this, I envy you, the work you do here, trying to educate, etc. I personally, as someone who's on the field doing things, I don't have the time to do what you do. Not that I'm saying that you're not doing other things that can help. And the works I've been doing here, changing the drug policy, protecting my indigenous land from getting stolen, we have those problems. The violence created by the war on drugs, the impacts on Afro communities in my areas. Um, then I work in obviously more local areas, making sure that communities have access to water, to electricity, to food, and healthy food, etc. I do that type of work too. I also, in my past 25 years, have worked in rescuing turtles, rescuing animals, etc. And you and I are very equal in our knowledge in many ways. You and I could have in-depth conversations regarding that, the legal system, the difference between, etc. So I do admire you. I'm gonna let it be. Continue your education in that sense. And if in any moment you need my assistance or my help, I did send you an email a while back. Whenever you have the opportunity to check it.
Didn't I say, hold up, and no disrespect to nobody. Didn't I say if it's not about business, I'm not, I don't really check emails like that anymore. I just said I'm being real with y'all. I'm I'm just
This
being I this is me. If you don't place a value on what you do, Nobody else will. So my thing is like I'm fine. A lot of that stuff sounds good, trust me. But I'm with you. But how do I, I'm trying to figure out how we get it here. We got Michigan that don't have water. Flint. I said I wanted to go down to Flint, Michigan. I'm like, damn, how are we going to make this happen? Flint, Michigan don't have. They got bad water. I just talk to a sister all the time. Shout out to Tracy. She told me about her grandbaby. You know what I mean? Like having a problem. That's crazy. But this is the thing about water. You can actually alkalize or clean water your damn self if you understood that. Let me give you something, bro, for people that don't understand this. It's summertime out, right? What is the four elements that everybody's built up off of? I'm gonna give you something. This is survival skill stuff. What is the four elements that everybody built up off of? I'm trying to tell you how we were scientists.
Oh, fire, earth, water, and air.
Fire, earth, air, and water, right? Those four elements, right? Those four elements, right? You can make in a bottle, a glass bottle, in this bottle right here to create water. What do you mean by that, Sabir? You can take the air, right? Put it inside of a bottle. I just gave you the elements. Take the air, close it, stick it into the earth. The next day, you're going to have what on it? What are you going to have inside the bottle?
Dew, water, and dew.
You're going to have the little particles in it, right?
Yeah.
You put it over the fire, then you're going to create the water. That's the science. So you can also clean the water if you know how. Do you know what Moors were doing back in the day and how we knew how to drink water? Do y'all know? Don't say nothing, Dre. I'm talking to the new people. Do you know what Moors were doing to test the waters? Let's teach this type of science to people that Europeans took. They know what sugar is bad for you. Majority of y'all take sugar. That's the biggest drug. Do you know how many grams of sugar that you will actually see overseas? It's like 6 grams of sugar. You don't supposed to have over 30 something grams of sugar. They give you 30, 40, 50. Look at one cake is going to say 40, 50, 60 grams of sugar. I lie you not. So the elements is what we're built up off, right? Those elements, fire, earth, air, and water, is right in that bottle right there. We used to use frogs. We would throw frogs in the pond. And if the frogs survived the next day, right? Something I learned when I was in Spain about the Moors. They said that the Moors would put frogs in the pond. And if the frogs survived the next day, the water was drinkable. What happened? We lost, but we worried about legalizing something. We don't even understand the basic fundamentals, but every European studies that. All Europeans study your science. While you worrying about taking something to dehydrate you instead of hydrating you. Something that's going to dehydrate you instead of hydrating you. That's crazy. We backwards, bro. Damn, we backwards. So
And
this is what is happening.
And Brother Bay, I wanted to say, oh, my children are here. So sorry. I'm the one who called you earlier about my sister and when I saw you talk about that RICO case. Now she's listening online right now. We are definitely going to call you. Now this is a person that, like you said, they rock straight. She's from Trinidad. Her husband, they rock.
My niece is from
straight.
Trinidad. Trinidad means only Trinity. It only means Trinity.
And she don't like to do no duppy stuff. So she liked to do her books. They got caught up in their landlords thing. Remember I told you, they got caught up and then the police.
Listen, I heard you, sister. Like, I don't mean to cut you, but I heard all of it. Listen, if you need my opinion on something, you can email me. You know, I will literally email, and if it's a, if it's a consultation or one-on-one, if you want to talk, I give you the best advice that I can for you. And my thing is, it's a lot to this. I don't. The weird part is that, and I'm not knocking anybody, because if you go to an attorney, the attorney want $500 retainer or $1,000 retainer, and they still don't do anything. Do y'all know that an attorney in the Supreme Court says, and I can probably find the book in here inside this law library. The Supreme Court said this: if an attorney does not know the remedy, a remedy for the rule, regulations, and statute, he could be disqualified. People don't even know that. I'm gonna repeat this again. If an attorney does not know the remedy for the rule, regulations, and statutes, none of them are laws. A regulation is not law. I could take you there. An ordinance is not law. So if they don't know the remedy for those things, they can be disqualified. And this is not something new. This is like, I've been doing this probably back in 97, saying this. So the thing is with these dudes that they playing games with us, and you will spend $1,000 to $2,000 on a retainer. There's many people, my brother out here in California, I forgot how much he said, almost $100,000 that he spent on an attorney, and he still had to make a deal. I'm not here to say this is the silver bullet, but I'm gonna tell you this, factual. I remember this sister named Rita G. I don't know if y'all remember her. I told you about this story before, right, Drake? Rita G is from Flashing Lights, right? Just in case y'all don't want to know what I'm talking about, let me help y'all out. I'm gonna show you who she is real fast, okay? She paid to come to Texas. To come to Texas one time to sit with an attorney. The attorney got upset because he was trying to figure out who I was, and I was talking about the tax law. She paid to come to that. I'm gonna show you who she is. Y'all know exactly who this woman is when I show you. You can go right to YouTube and look. Hold up. Give me 1 second. This is funny. 1 minute. This is on YouTube too.
And who you have with you?
Watch this, right? You ain't seen this show here, brother.
And who you have with you today? Like, who's your friend?
We have the lovely Rita J. And y'all don't know who this sister is, you better go Google Rita. You know, or go back and watch Flashing Light, the video.
Right.
Sitting with me.
That's her.
Who got me out here in Texas.
Definitely. And how do y'all know each other?
You know, just connecting on the same information tip. You know, I get information from the same people that he get, you know, Taj and those people.
Mm-hmm.
So just reaching out to other people with, you know, because when you have certain information, it's kind of lonely.
Right.
Because you can't really talk to
Damn,
everybody about it. You can't build with everybody. And it's like any kind of truth. When you have some kind of truth, it's like it has to come out. You can't just hold it inside. So you have to let it out. And
my sons look like me.
And so that's why I just started, you know, finding other people, you know, that's in the know with this information and that can help me grow with it.
Over the last few years, I found out that Rita's really a deep person. And coming from your background, like I know you've done Playboy, you've modeled, you've been on Howard Stern. Like, people see models and certain women in a certain light. What has your journey been dealing with being sexy but smart at the same time?
Yeah, I guess it's probably a little different.
Let me share something with you. So, and the weird part was, and I'm gonna tell you, I got a story. I always got a story to tell, man. Yo, my brother Play, you know Play from Kid and Play, right? Y'all know Play, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was upset because she invited me to the house. Now, mind you, you gotta have control. I met two beautiful sisters, Pilar Sanders. She had me down in Texas also one time. Pilar Sanders is Deion Sanders' ex-wife, and that's Rita G. Rita G was engaged to Play from Good and Play. Did you know that? I don't know if they still together now, but I'm just giving you the history. So it's things that I do know about people, right? So he was upset because she invited me to the house. So let me just show you who he is. 1 second. This is Play with his son. This is Play from Kid and Play and his son. Give me 1 second. And I mean, that's his Play. That's Play.
And then he got Dirty Money.
Camera.
But then if you'd have heard the song that he was playing, the guys, when I was in the studio, the guys said, wow,
look how short my hair was on this.
Like he was literally rapping like cats through the day. Like,
That was Big Homie.
it was one of them. The dude was like, you shouldn't be rapping like that. But my thing is like, he's like,
this is who Rita G was engaged to.
TV and bring something different in, but it's like he has to come to one of the meetings some ago.
I like it. They have a lot of their behind the scenes things and then they live like shows or whatever like that. That's one thing I check most of them the videos, but their behind the scenes interviews and all that stuff. I mean, only because you can't get it nowhere else. I mean, on TV. Besides,
that's his son.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to change it, man. That's why Bam always pushed me, man, to do certain things. I'll be like, okay.
Yes, he do.
He is in Coolsey is at now.
In jail, bro. You know what they did? You know
Well,
what they did? The dude, stupid mother effers, tried to stick up a bank and kill him.
So there is so much people and so much stuff that I truly do know. But again, we can make a change, people. It's up to y'all, the public. It's not up to Sabir. Again, I'm inside this law library, and I do have to get off of here and copy some things. But if y'all want to get the overstanding of the language of law, I suggest everybody get it right now, and I can email it directly to you. It's 150. Yes, you can get it, and then they have some questions about it. That's the video right there. So I can email it to you. When you email me, I email that. Then sit back and you can question. Shout out to my brother Kenny. Shout out to my brother Mohammed. Actually, we're going to do, they writing stuff down so we can have a conversation on this on my Zoom class. So if you want it, let me know. Okay, that's one way you can support me. But I do got to get off of here and call my children and go get me something to eat and probably come back later on and do a class with the house. So this is just the outline, people, of two. And I have another one called Right versus Traveling. And I do have a couple of me inside law libraries. So let's push for having classes in every state. Seriously, because they hitting us hard. I just seen something just now about Kenya. And I was looking at Kenya, how Kenyans is over there like they ain't playing, brother. They said we ain't dealing with this tax bull crap, bro. And my brother's on here from Kenya. That was crazy. I said, how about we got in the streets right now? Nigga, no, nigga, I don't want to lose my house, bro. No. You don't own anything in here, people. That's why Russia lets you know you don't own anything. See, in the United States, they make you believe that you own something. You'll take care of it. You don't own it. Nah, you just the landlord. They run that motherfucker. Okay. So, I'm going to show you a little bit more before I get off this feed. And if y'all want to have this conversation with me, let's go. I'm going to read this book, brother. I got to copy some pages out of this book. I had to buy more memory, fam. That's why I couldn't record my Zoom classes. Stuff like that costs, people. I did 2 classes and I couldn't even save them. I had to buy some more memory. Damn. So we're going to probably do a class on Sunday too, bro. A Zoom class, not YouTube class. Okay? So pick your poison. All right? Don't forget to hit that like button and that share button and the Cash App button. Support Zelly, PayPal. You know, have fun. I can't wait to talk to this brother right here, Joy Molino. Oh my God.
That should be fire.
Listen. Hold up. He just liked what I said. I said, G Molino. So listen, they getting ready to close, y'all. So I got to do what I got to do. If y'all want to support me, email me. That's my Zelly. My Cash App is $Sabir Zelly is PayPal or PayPal SabirBayRadio@gmail.com. They just said it's getting ready to close. This is going to be my first meal of the day. I'm going to go eat. It's going on 8 o'clock. So I thank y'all so much. God willing, I may come back on later on, but I do have to copy some pages. Okay. Thank you, Brother Dre. If y'all have X, please share this out on X. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. Live from Cal State College, Long Beach. Peace. Oh, let's close this out.
Peace.